Wait, don't quit your job yet. I know that you're tired and you're thinking, I just started this YouTube channel, I just started this Instagram page. I'm trying to build this, thing to something really big. I want to become a full-time creator. But your job is still funding your lifestyle, and you're thinking, is it a good idea to actually quit my job? I'm here to tell you, don't quit your job yet. By the end of this video, you'd have learned how to use your 9 to 5 to your advantage to build that, YouTube channel or that Instagram page or that creative side also of yours into what you want it to be before you even start thinking about quitting. So if you are interested, as someone that, has 2 YouTube channel currently, I have a full-time job, I have, 2 children, I'm a PhD student, I'm doing a lot at the moment, but yet I'm able to balance it all. I'm going to tell you how to do it. So if you're interested, come closer. Yes, keep watching. Generally speaking, there's this, desensitization about having a 9 to 5. There's this discrediting that they do to having a 9 to 5. You hear people say, "Oh, you can't build wealth with 9 to 5. You can't become wealthy with 9 to 5. You can't do this with 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is this." A lot of people talk down on 9 to 5, and I don't want you to be one of those people, because this is the thing. You have to see work as an advantage, and you have to see it as a leverage, not as something that is of a disservice to you. The moment you change your mindset and you shift your mind about that job that you're doing, that thing that you're doing, it literally starts to work for you. So what do I mean? So the first thing you must understand is, at that job, at that work that you have currently, you can leverage many things. For example, you have colleagues. These are people that are, can become your network tomorrow. These are people that can become, your suppliers tomorrow. They can become anything. You build, leverage, and you build that, you build something, in that workspace. There's something that workspace is giving you. It could be the leverage of skills. For example, maybe you are project manager at work. You can use that skills that you have at your workplace to build your YouTube channel. So you're learning something. Don't just always see your job as something that you're the one giving. You are actually growing too in the process. When they give you a task, you are learning how to do. You're learning people management, for example, how to deal with different people. Even at your job, you can learn what people are watching. You can learn what people want. So don't see your job as such a disadvantage, right? And second thing you can get from your job is the money. Okay, if you don't know, having a YouTube channel costs a lot of money. This is not something that the popular YouTubers will say. They will not tell you. They will just say, "Oh, just start." Listen, okay, listen. You need a good phone at the barest minimum. You need a good camera. Till today, I've not gotten a camera because camera is expensive. Okay, things are expensive. So you need a source of funding system to fund that, creative side also that you're trying to build. You are trying to grow that channel. That's not the time to go and quit and say, "Oh, this job thing, I'm just done. I want to focus on content creation." A lot of young people are making that mistake. Hello? Calm down, because how many people are going to actually help you? How many people are going to actually give you money for phone? You need to find a way to finance and fund that creative side also, because for many of us, that creative side also is like our impact work. For example, I'm coming here talking about this, talking about that. In my other channel, I talk about Christian lifestyle. I am sharing about Christ, and I'm not getting paid for it. I am doing it as my own, something that it's like a passion for me. So I'm just doing it, right? So you need a funding system. That is a business or a job, whatever it is. In this case, it's a 9 to 5, a job. So for those of you that have a job, don't let go of your 9 to 5 just because you want to start. Especially young people. I feel like a lot of young people have them say like, just quit. Be wise. You're quitting. I agree that you should quit when it gets to a point, but when you are still in that building phase, I don't think you should just quit like that. Instead, use the money you are getting to buy those things that you need. For example, you need a good phone camera now, so you get a job that pays you 150k. Start saving, 10% here, 20% here. As you're saving, you are getting the finance that you need to get to where you want to get to. So leverage on these skills, leverage on your network. Use your 9 to 5 to your advantage by building that money. You need that money. You need that money to be able to buy gadgets, at least so that you can buy a mic, you can buy a camera. There's a stage you get to that you now be like, okay, this job is really affecting my productivity. At that point, you let it go. But in the beginning phase, at least use it to buy certain things. So the trick is write a list of all the things you need. You need a mic. Basic things that you need is a mic, a microphone. You need a good functioning phone. You may not get a camera, maybe a phone. You need a lighting system. So when you have written all those things, you write the prices, then look at your job. My job can still offer me this. So let me use the money that I'm getting to buy these things. So that's why you can't just quit your job, because see, running a YouTube channel is expensive. That's not even I remember speaking to someone and telling the person, so the person wanted to, take my YouTube class. I have a YouTube class that I usually teach. And the person was like, when she bought data, that the amount of data she used in a month, it is scary to her. I said, welcome to YouTube. Okay. So I use my job as a funding system for my channel. So don't think that you just quit and you just say, or some people, maybe you're young, you just finished school, you're like, it's content creation I want to do. And you know that you don't have parents that are like really rich, you don't have siblings that can just, help you, give you stuff. When you first start, you need a job. You may not get a job that is close to maybe content creation, maybe social media manager, maybe something, but you need a funding system. I don't know, like I feel like screaming this down many young people's head. Like they just want to finish and become content creator because they see content creation as this glamorous job, this nice job. You just sit in your house, make videos, enjoy yourself. Hello, it is not so easy. Another thing that having that 9 to 5 will do for you is that because in a 9 to 5, when you have a 9 to 5, you're more inclined to be disciplined because you have to get to work early, you have to submit your deliverables. It teaches you, it helps you to be more disciplined too, right? So no, I think that maybe because I work in 9 to 5, maybe that's why I'm even more disciplined, because I know that okay, at this time you have to submit this, at this time you have to submit this. So it is helping me to be more disciplined even in my content creation. I know that okay, on Tuesday I show up for this, on Wednesday I show up for this, so having that 9 to 5 transfer, there's something called this principle of homegrown wisdom. It was one of my coaches that says that she says that you can transport a part of your life that is working into a part of your life that is not working. So now you are starting that YouTube channel, you want to grow it, and it feels like it's not growing. Transport that your 9 to 5 secret. What is working for you? Waking up early, maybe because you wake up early every morning, you go to work, so wake up early, create content. You can transport the wisdom that is working in one part of your life into another part. Also, maybe you have like this professional network that you're in that helps you go. For example, I'm an accountant. Maybe you have a Institute of Chartered Accountants, and that is what is making you go, because you go for these meetings, these conferences. Do the same thing for your YouTube channel. Join professional network for you to, not professional, but like network or communities for YouTubers. Maybe pay for a course. Grow. You can transport these things. So don't just let go of your 9 to 5, or say, I don't need a 9 to 5, it's content creation I want to do. Especially if you are not born into like wealth, or your parents are not like wealthy, rich, you don't have trust fund money. You need to have a funding system. I can't say this enough. This is the mistake that a lot of young people are making. You just finish school and say, I want to be a YouTuber. Hello, you can be a YouTuber and still have a job. Do the two together. Don't just say I want to be a YouTuber and then you don't have money to buy phone, you don't have money to buy mic, you're now begging people, go fund me, you're telling people to pay for you to do this. No. Use a 9 to 5 to get to the life that you want. You can actually use your 9 to 5 to build your dream life. Yes, having a 9 to 5 cannot get you like wealthy, like so much money, like billionaire status, but you can use your 9 to 5 to build wealth gradually via pension, via savings, via investment. And then you can even use your 9 to 5 to build that side hustle. That business that you want to start, you'll be putting the money there, and eventually you can quit. But don't just quit without a plan. Now, let's talk about practical tips to help you. Maybe now, I hope that I've been able to convince you that don't just leave your 9 to 5, or don't just say, I don't want to have a 9 to 5. Now that you probably have said, okay, yes, Fadikemi, I have a 9 to 5, I'm not going to quit, no problem. But how do I balance it? It is hard. I get home late, I am tired, I'm stressed. What you have to learn is time management skills, and I implore you to go read books that have to do with time management. For example, Atomic Habits, for example, Master Your Time, Master Your Life by Brian Tracy. There's also Free to Focus by Michael Hyatt. There's also this other book, 5 a.m. Club. These books will teach you about growing, mastering your time. See, I find that a lot of people, the reason why they are not productive and they don't execute and do what they need to do, it is time management. People don't know how to manage their time well, and it's because you think you don't have time, but you have time. You have time. One of the things you should try to do is do a time blocking exercise from 5 a.m. that I wake up in the morning to go to work till 10 p.m. when I sleep every day. Take account of every hour. What are you doing? You would actually see that you are not as productive as you think you're productive. Take account. Like, I remember when I worked like a job that I had to wake up at 4 a.m. I left my house every day at 4:30 a.m. to get to work. Let me tell you, and I still had a YouTube channel. Why? Because this is what you do for time management skills. You have to dedicate time to, okay, you think of the end plan. So in a month, I want to create 4 videos. So knowing that I want to create 4 videos, I'm going to have 1 video per week. That's my monthly goal. Because at the end of the day, you have to set realistic goals, and I'm going to talk about that. But let's go. So we have 4 videos a month. That's 1 video per week. Now, 1 video per week, meaning that I have to create. I'll now decide, okay, every Sunday 5 p.m. I would upload the video. Knowing that I want to upload my video every Friday 5 p.m., every Sunday 5 p.m., it means that Friday max I must have my video. So what do I do? Now, for me, practically, when I worked a very tedious 9 to 5 that required me to wake up really early, I was still single then. I didn't have, children, and I had all this was one channel, but I was, working a tedious job. What I used to do, I used to get to work really early. When I get to work, a lot of people are not yet at work. In fact, I used to be the first person to get to work because I live far away from my office. So I'll get to work, I'll set up my camera, my phone camera. I use my phone. The light in my office then was really bright. I might leave a clip for you guys to see. So I'll just quickly, record. I'll just say what I want to say. I would have planned my post already. Okay, I want to talk about this. That is in my own context because my office had a way for me to record. So that's what I did. Now, some of you can say, okay, every Saturday morning I would record, edit it that same day. Sunday I will upload. You just have to find a way. But you start with the end in mind. The end is that I must upload a video every Sunday by 5 p.m. So what will it take to upload a video by 5 p.m.? It means I must edit the video from Saturday. It means I must shoot the videos by Friday. Some of you can buy lights. Remember, I said don't quit your job yet. So you have money to buy lights at least. So you don't have to record during the day. In the night, wake up. Maybe if you have to wake up maybe 5 a.m., wake up 4 a.m. Turn on your ring light. Record what you want to record. Move on. Then you can be editing on the road. One thing I did for myself is I reduced the barrier to content creation as much as possible. So I made sure that I don't edit with my laptop. I edit with my phone editing apps. I put my AirPods on my way to work. I am editing. When I'm coming back from work, I'm editing. I can be working editing. You have to find a way to edit because you have a 9 to 5. So don't wait until everything is perfect when you are free. If you do that, you'll never do anything with your life. So as you're building, you get to that point where you're not like, okay, yes, I have built my channel to a position that, yes, my channel can now feed me. If your channel cannot build consistent wealth for you, my theory is that a lot of people who go from part-time to full-time content creation, without thinking and planning about it, they end up having to create content just for creating content's sake. It's no longer about the passion for them anymore because they need to eat. Now, the kind of work I do, it's not like totally strenuous like that one that I had to wake up 4:30 a.m. But with this one too, I still have my busy seasons where I can't even have time for recording. So when I know that a busy season is approaching, I would have pre-recorded. So this leads me to batch content creation. You can batch create. Maybe Saturday morning that you are free, create 4 videos at once. So all you're just doing is editing. So that's a trick that you have to try. Learn how to batch create. For example, as I'm filming this video, I realized that the day I usually film, I'll be really busy because I'll be somewhere. So I already thought about it ahead. So part of being a 9 to 5 person that wants to build a YouTube channel is to plan ahead. Plan ahead. Think of your day. That's why you can't be haphazard and have a 9 to 5 and YouTube channel. It's not possible. You would be lacking. Is that your job is, you'll be stalling in your job or you'll be stalling in your YouTube channel. You have to be a planner. You have to be an executor. You have to be disciplined if you really want to do it. So learn time management skills. If you even try the first one I just said, time blocking, planning ahead, then choosing the end from the beginning. Like, okay, I want to I want to make sure my video is up every Sunday. Have a fixed routine. Have a fixed routine, because you have a 9 to 5 job. You can't compare yourself to people that don't have 9 to 5 job. Have a fixed routine. Have a day where you set. And what I also do is that I also have a sort of like a note app, a note on my notes app where I write content ideas. So I could be going on the road, content will come to my head, I write it down. Make sure you have an idea bank, so that it's not when you're ready to record you now be thinking, what will I record? Oh, I don't have anything. No. Also, maximize public holidays, maximize time. Maybe you go to a new restaurant, record yourself when you're not, record b-rolls, record BTS, so you can use, that's what I do for my Instagram mostly. I record b-rolls. So I'm walking on the road, I just record myself, I'm just smiling. Then when I think of the caption, I put the caption. Any day that I want to record now, I can batch create a lot of videos, leave it there. Later, some videos I don't post them until after 3 months. I mean the short form videos. Just plan ahead. I think that's the real secret to ensuring that your 9 to 5 works for you. Another thing that really help you is if you have enough resources, is to get an assistant. I have assistant now. Get an assistant so that the person can help you to remove some parts of your work. It could be probably to edit your videos, for example. You can get an editing assistant. Oh, just help me edit. I'll just record that you edit, you do all the uploading, you tell me the caption to use, all of that. The person will be thinking that one for you. All you have to do is record. Those are ways to make your life easier and better. And finally, I have to say that you have to set realistic goals for your channel. Don't go about saying, oh yes, I'm going to create 20 videos this month. You may burn out. Okay. The other day I saw a content creator sharing how if you want to get to 1,000 subscribers fast, you have to create about 15 YouTube shorts a day. I said, me that have a full-time job, it's not possible. So every advice is not for you. When you get to this YouTube street, don't take every advice you say, and let your people know that you have a job where you're busy. Be vulnerable, build that community, carry them along. Maybe you're going to work, you could be like, oh, I'm on my way to work, guys, I'm sorry I won't be able to upload videos today. Be realistic, be yourself, your authentic self. People love it when you're your authentic self. So for me, I think that those are tips that have helped me. And I built this channel from 0 to 1,000 that we are at now, and I know that we are going to keep growing. By the time you're watching the video, we'll be growing more and more, and I believe that everybody can do it. So don't look down on your 9 to 5. Don't feel that your 9 to 5 is so terrible, right? My current 9 to 5 now, I have a day that I've dedicated to content creation, filming, recording, all of that, but I still enjoy. I'm able to shave a few hours, 1 or 2 hours. The other day I was at the bank and I was just waiting, sitting down, doing nothing. So I started editing, I started planning a post. That's it. You have to use every time and use your time judiciously. Okay guys, I really hope that this video has been helpful. So let me know in the comment section, how has it been having a 9 to 5 and being consistent? Has it affected you? What things have been bothering you with balancing it? Was this video helpful? Let me know. Any video you want me to talk about, maybe you want me to talk about other things relating to 9 to 5 and having a YouTube channel, or building a side hustle, or building wealth generally, I will get to it and I will answer. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in my next video.